present. Woods going to take this from the 2. Robert Woods on the return, found a seam, flag down as he's across the 32-yard line. Jonathan Owens and Akers were there on the stop. We'll see if this field position will go backwards for the Texans.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 17. A 10-yard penalty, first down.
It's on Chris Boyd, backup corner for Houston.
Get a chance to see the hold, and Mike, it's probably the strongest argument against running it out is because how many times do you get this on special teams, right? Now all of a sudden you're backed up.
Talking to a lot of the special teams coordinators, all trying to figure out the machinations of this new dynamic kickoff. How do they get the big returns out of it? Stroud on first down, throws in the middle, and it's caught, held on to by a big, strong receiver in Nico Collins, a guy, Chris, I know you love as we were preparing for this week.
He made some spectacular catches and just a great contested catch guy, but he scares people. When that guy gets going down the field, he gobbles up ground so quickly, but then the catch radius is so tough, but his body is like a tight end. He can box you out. He can give you position. Quarterbacks just love throwing to him.
White. He's 6'4", 222 pounds. Stroud's hit all but one. He's got his tight end Cade Stover trying to lead the way. This Mixon runs for 3. So that was another pass for Stroud without an interception. If you look at the numbers that made C.J. Stroud special last year, 274 yards a game, led the NFL on the per game average. Only the 3rd rookie. You go back to Sammy Baugh and Davey O'Brien to find the last time. But the lack of mistakes, the great start to his career, record-setting without an interception, and this is the current active streak at 236.
Pretty good.
Take care of the ball, right? You see so many rookie quarterbacks throwing it in harm's way. He picked it up right away. This one is deflected in the air and incomplete. For a second thing, of course, that's going to be caught after it's deflected for a pick. But a good job by Montez Sweat to get his big arm up in the way. Yeah,
Montez Sweat, what a difference he made for this Bears defense last year, right? He came over in the middle of the season. They're really struggling on defense. And the minute he got here, they were simply better. I mean, they just got better. He was getting pressure. And, of course, you ask these guys exactly why is that, Matt? Why is you get so much better? Because our back end cornerbacks and safeties didn't have to cover as long. This guy was getting all kinds of pressure.
Traded midway through the year from Washington, signed a 4-year, just under $100 million deal. He'll be a Bear for a while. Slant is caught very close to that first down mark with Collins, but the Bears rally to the ball. Stevenson and Brisker. And the mark is going to be, I believe, just short. It is.
Well, the way they ran the football a week ago, I don't think they're afraid of taking a chance here at all. That time Nico took a little step back to try and go underneath and back around and may have cost them that first down.
Analytics say go for it here. Texans line up to do so. And they're going to throw for it to the tight end, Cade Stover. Rookie 4th-round pick out of Ohio State for the first down. His first NFL grab to the 32 and a gain of 18.
Oh, that sneaky Bobby Slowick, the offensive coordinator. Everybody's up here, 4th and 1. Of course, they're going to run the ball. No. Get the fullback. You got your rookie tight end, Stover, on the outside. That is some play call right there. Spent all those years that Bobby Slowick with the Shanahan family, and they know how to take advantage of defense. Slowick, about 8 years of his career coaching defense.
Which, as Bears fans know, his dad did for a long time. Used to be Bears defensive coordinator. Into the hands of Tank Dell with Stover out to block. Great patience to set up the block by Dell. Take it to the 13. That's a gain of 19. And the Texans in the red zone.
How about Cade Stover so far in this game. Comes up with the big fourth down play, and watch this reverse motion here to be the lead blocker. And then he's going to take his man about 12 yards out of bounds and just take care of everything there with Tyreek Stevenson. Big start right now for Cade Stover.
Here's Bobby Slowick, you mentioned, 37 years old, had head coaching interviews with 5 different teams this past year. One of the hot names around the NFL. From the 14-yard line, the back end of the corner to Mixon. Get right away, no gain as Darrell Taylor is over there with Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. The flag is thrown because of the action downfield. Tyreek Stevenson and Nico Collins. So the coach is being told which way it's going here.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 12. A 15-yard penalty. The down will count. Second down.
So they will
That
get
is number
Collins.
12's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul towards potential disqualification.
Stevens poked him, and then he got pushed back, and oftentimes they catch the second guy. And they did there, even though they both were guilty of an infraction. It's only on Collins. It's the end of the first. Texans up to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, I was really surprised because Nico Collins, pretty mild-mannered guy, and so you knew he was irritated, and that's unusual for him, I'll say that.
No targets to Stephon Diggs in that opening quarter. On second and long, Stroud throws in the middle. It's Collins. Flag is down as Collins goes to the end zone for a touchdown. Check the flag right to Nico Collins. Hit him on the run. Takes it to the end zone. Flag was thrown in the secondary.
Illegal hands to the face. Defense number 29. Penalties declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
So right back to Nico, and he takes it to the end zone. And the Texans lead.
There's Stevenson one more time. It's the rematch between these two. There's a little shot to the face and the penalty, but this was just too easy. I can see Nico Collins going over to the sideline and say, Coach, don't worry about that 15 yards. I got you covered here. First play, right in the end zone. But you get some feel for just how big and strong that guy is.
I mean, Stevenson is 6 foot 215 as a corner. He's not small. Fairbairn for the extra point. 3 drives, 3 scores. The Texans with the touchdown, and they take a 10-3 lead 5 seconds into the second quarter. We're back in 30 seconds after this from AWS.
Here we go. This is good news.
You make me want more for myself.
You always have to be the center of attention.
New York's where society puts itself on display.
Coat in the red. I was forged in iron. I lied to you.
He plays in 77 yards, and Collins takes it in for the score. Had 8 last year and led this team with 80 receptions. He was taken in the 3rd round out of Michigan 4 years ago. And the more and more you watch Nico Collins, that combination with C.J. Stroud, one of the better ones in the league.
You set up enough of those short, quick throws, and all of a sudden, he's going to take off right behind you. C.J. Stroud, just so cool, isn't he? I mean, it's one of those guys when he walks in the meeting room, and you just kind of go, he's got it.
Yes, right.
Right? I mean, I don't know what that is, but he's got it.
He's whatever that is.
Yeah.
Just have to remind yourself as you're listening to him, it's only his 2nd year in the league. He's only 22 years old.
There's a good bit of perspective, though.
Yeah, it really does. time on this kick, and he touch back, and the Bears will bring it out to the 30.
So what's going so well here for Caleb Williams? Well, for one thing, a week ago, he held the ball. 2.5 seconds, I like to call that par in the National Football League. If you go past that, quarterback, you're on your own, and it cost him a 19-yard sack. What's happening tonight? Is he holding the ball? No, 2.47. He's under par. That's a good thing. One more time. 2.37. All of a sudden, the offense is clicking, going down the field. His offensive line is gaining confidence. His playmakers are making some catches and runs. That's what this offense should look like.
Got Khalil Herbert as the back. He's going to pop pass to DJ Moore. Gets to the edge and goes nowhere. The rookie, Kamari Lassiter, with the tackle. So come back to this par thing with me. 2.5 seconds. We see people scramble and make the big plays, but you talk about that par, that gives you the power as an offense.
So the play design, right, where they draw on the board and the arrows and all that stuff, that is released at 2.5 seconds. That's what it's timed out to be right there. You go beyond that, you're on your own, baby. It better be good. And he's great, right? Scrambling and making plays, but he didn't take advantage of enough of those short, quick ones to set up the great plays.
That one to Rome Odunze's second catch in the first 2 games for the number 9 overall pick, the All-America out of Washington. It'll set up 3rd down. And when we went back and watched the highlights that Caleb put up at USC for those couple of years, a lot of them were in the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th second.
He had like 17% of his plays that were 4.0 or more. So, and let's face it, it wasn't a great defense at USC.
Right.
He felt like he had to make plays, but he doesn't with the Chicago Bears.
3rd and 4 with some motion. Will Anderson in his face, in some trouble, gets rid of it, and it's incomplete. Williams felt the heat right away. The officials are going to discuss if he was in the tackle box and was there a receiver out there on that throw. It's going to be 4th down.
Intentional grounding. The quarterback is outside the pocket, and the pass crossed the line of scrimmage. 4th down.
So 4th down, no yardage lost, and the Bears will punch it away.
But he didn't give up a big play. Especially when you're on the road, the worst thing that you can do is kind of sit out there and take a sack, and the crowd goes crazy, and all of a sudden now you're really playing on the road.
This is their 4th-round pick, Torrey Taylor, outstanding puncher from Iowa on a hang time here. Fair caught by Steven Sims at the 23-yard line. Angeles and Chicago, it's Houston. 2.3 million people live in the city. Over 7 million in the metro. And NRG Stadium right next to the old Astrodome. You can see the roof open here. Terry McCauley lets us know that unsportsmanlike conduct called on Nico Collins has been changed to unnecessary roughness, so that is not the first of 2 fouls towards disqualification. If you get 2, you're out. Because it's unnecessary roughness, he does not have that 1 foul towards the 2. First down run, not much there for the Texans, and Joe Mixon on the ground. The handoff from Stroud.
Yeah, it was interesting. We were talking to C.J. Stroud the other day, and he said, what do you do? What do you do? And he said, I saw Denzel Perryman, our linebacker, going back and watching his own highlight tape before the game. And he said, why do you do that? And he says, because it gives me confidence to watch myself before a game making plays. And so he does that with his Ohio State and Georgia game, the last game in college that he played. I thought that was pretty neat, really.
Yeah, scanning here, and good coverage by Jalen Johnson. Their outstanding corner was all over that pass intended for Mixon. Melissa.
Rob, C.J. Stroud made it very clear to us how much the additions of Joe Mixon and Stephon Diggs have helped him as a leader this year. He said, I was the only guy talking last year. Players tend to tune you out. Well, watching Diggs down here, he has been quite the leader, very animated. After the touchdown, went right over to Nico Collins, gave him a huge high five, and then he said, hey, 7 to C.J., that's how you play ball.
And that's a guy with no targets, and that was often the case if Diggs wasn't seeing the ball. The emotion and the attention wasn't necessarily positive on the sideline. Ogunbowale is the back, 3rd and 10. Stroud with touch to Diggs, toe tap, inbounds, and a catch for Stephon Diggs. There's that first target, and a pickup at 21.
Beautiful route, first of all, and I agree. Stephon Diggs, there were questions about him. Oh, why are the Texans signing this guy? He's a troublemaker. He's creating issues in Buffalo, all that sort of stuff. All they did was come down here and name him captain.
We got the challenge flag thrown here, Chris, right away. It was in front of the Bears sideline. We snuck the replay in as the Texans ran to the line. Looked like I saw the rubber come up, the crumb rubber on the field. There's one down. Yep, there's two down with a big drive.
Ruling on the previous play of completed pass is being challenged by Chicago.
That is not even close.
Timeout.
He kept control of it as well, so it's going to be confirmed in all likelihood as a grab. So we'll step out as they check it in replay. A timeout challenge right in front of their sideline. That was a questionable flag to throw for a challenge there right in front of your sideline, and we did sneak a replay in. It's a catch for Diggs, his first of the night. Bears down to 2 timeouts, and the Texans have it first down at their own 44. Terrific offensive start so far for Stroud. Pressure coming from the edge. He gets away from Kyler Gordon. On the run, hit as he completes it to Collins at the 38-yard line. What a play.
Come on. So this is when you run off and make those special plays, when they got you. Going to come right off the edge here. They got you, right? No, they don't. Then you end up with these great athletes escaping, Patrick Mahomes, all those guys, and look at that throw on the run, right on the money. Incredibly done, and Mama loves it. Mama may be getting used to it. She's seen a lot of it.
Mom Kimberly watching that throw for 18 to Collins. Makes it hit hard. Minimal gain with the big hit from Tremaine Edmonds on the back end of a Chicago defense that needs to step up here a little bit as they've been scored on their first 2 drives.
Well, and in reality, so they have 150 yards in rushing a week ago, right? The Texans do. And so you come out and you think they're going to do the same thing. They're going to try and do it. Well, Mixon's averaging 5 yards a carry, so it's not like they haven't run it well. But if you're going to leave these 2 guys in the deep end, 2 deep safeties, you know, they could do either one they want. They have a lot of weapons to work with on this offense.
Give to Dell, turns it upfield to the 35-yard line. We haven't called Dalton Schultz's name, a very good tight end who they have on this team. And they've got John Mechie, who's a receiver who you think has a lot of talent. He can't even get on the field. He's inactive tonight. So this is an offense that is loaded for Houston.
Yeah, a couple of names you may not know. Brevin Jordan, another tight end, had a huge touchdown in the playoffs. I thought the offensive line a week ago just played so well. Laramie Tunsil, one of the best pass blockers in the NFL. They're even playing without their starting center. You mentioned it, Juice Scruggs out here tonight, and it's still working.
Logan Mawale, the back, he's picking up the pressure as Stroud throws it complete. The big stretch by Diggs for the first down marker. See where they put him out. He needs to get to the 20. He's going to be short of it by about 1.5 yards. That's where the mark is. 4th down, they're going to kick the field goal. The ball's marked right at the 30. It would be 4th and 2. Check the mark here first. Diggs should get a lot of that. That's very close because he's inbounds. It's when the ball crosses the sideline. Let's see if Houston, they'll challenge this.
It's certainly better than where it's marked. I'll say that.
Yep. The mark's at the 30. Diggs took the launch for the first down marker at the 28.
Ruling on the previous play that the runner was short of the first down is being challenged by Houston. Timeout.
These are always hard because it's got to be where